Welcome back to our podcast. Episode 2, we've done it.
We're famous
I think this is the most difficult thing to get past when making a podcast is from episode 1 to episode 2.
The sophomore album slump.
Yeah.
We haven't even released the first episode at this point,
I feel like it's good to prove to ourselves that we can do it and, be ready with a episode with better sound quality, fingers crossed, for the second one.
Yeah, we're sitting in a very cool little
recording booth. It's
right
super,
now.
It's really professional.
Yeah.
It's really good. I think what's funny, though, is last time you sounded further away from the mic, but your voice was just as loud.
Well, yeah, because I'm a very loud
You have a loud
person,
voice.
And I have a very loud voice.
Yeah. Anyway, no one cares about this stuff.
That's so true.
Let's get on with it. Our listeners can join us.
Into the library.
As we go into the library.
Yeah. Our names are.
Oh, we can. Yeah, that's fine to say after. We can. You know what? If they listen to the first episode, Ruth, they know our names.
That's right, April.
Right, and we just dropped them in, but
very smoothly.
To make it official, yeah, I'm April.
My name is still Ruth.
Great. Okay, so let's get right into it because we have shit to talk about.
Yeah, we've had some drama. Isn't even a big enough word, I don't feel like.
I think trauma is a more trauma with a T.
Yeah. We had an incident at the public library that we both work at.
Yeah.
For context, we work in a mid-sized public library serving a population of. So the town we're in is about 25,000 people, but we have a service area larger than that because we serve some of the rural areas around us as well. So we experience a lot of growing pains, like the push for more progressive values and that kind of butting up against that more rural mentality. So every June. Since you can all guess what I'm going to say, since 2019, the library has hung up a pride flag and done pride displays in the library, and there's always backlash against that. My boss said to me the other day that she really dreads pride, even though she's a part of that community herself, because she just has to spend the entire month validating why the library would hang a pride flag.
Yeah.
Do you want to go into what happened since you were there?
Oh, yeah. It's funny because I didn't notice it happening until someone said so, because our library has different floors and I was downstairs. This happened upstairs, but someone shot a BB through or into the window where the pride flag was hanging while we were open. And people were in the library. Totally, yeah, it's daylight. I mean, it was in the evening, but it's June. It's not dark yet.
And it was 7 p.m.
Yeah, yes. So people upstairs heard it. Our staff person upstairs went to investigate and saw that, the window appeared shattered. So that was extremely upsetting.
Yeah.
And we, called our director in and the police and all these things. And it's one of those weird things because in the moment it was well, this isn't that disruptive, but it is a traumatic thing to have happen. That was a violent act against our building and also that community and staff and anyone who's in the library. It was emotional.
What's weird is you texted me when it happened, and I got the text when I was getting a drink with a friend, like, a block away.
Yeah.
And I was like, another thing at the library, but I wasn't, like, I didn't really experience any, like, negative emotions at that point beyond, like, oh, this is going to be kind of a headache. But then when I got to work the next day, I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
Like, seeing it in person and, like, then being in the building. And at that point, nobody had been arrested. So it was all these possibilities of, like, well, what if they want to come back and shoot out the other window? Or what if it escalates? Or, you know, whatever.
Absolutely.
And, like, 35% of our staff are queer. Like, it's a big percentage. So the vibes were pretty bad.
It was a little rough. We hugged at work.
Yeah, and that's like one of 2 times we've ever hugged.
We've hugged more times than that, Ruth.
I think 3.
It's probably been 3. Yeah, no, it just sucked. And I too, like, it happened and I was in there and I was kind of rolling my eyes. Like, I texted you like, ugh, of course something happened. Like, can we not just go through this month without disruption?
Right.
I mean, we're used to getting, like, angry emails, but not usually.
Like, no one physically,
yeah,
like, not even really complaining to us in person at the library.
People are cowardly when they are upset about that. We get lots of positive feedback in person.
Yeah.
About the flag.
Yeah. And that's why we'll keep hanging it. I mean, we're not going to take it down because of this. It did turn into a little bit of a social media thing.
Yeah.
I felt kind of bad because that same evening when I was still out with my friend, you had sent me the news. Our boss had texted to let everyone know and said not to tell anyone until it was up on social media. But of course I was going to tell my husband when I got home because I tell him everything. But he texted me and I think he was a little worried. He was like, are you still at work? Did you hear about the library? Are you okay? So he saw it on social media before I had known it went out. Yeah. And then it just kind of...
It's,
spread. It's one of those things.
The thing is, like, that window for one, the library is a very prominent building, and that window faces out over, like, the highway that runs through town. So, like, people are walking and driving past it constantly, and it's going to be noticeable, which I suppose is the point, but it does suck. But, as our director says, Pride is a protest. It's always been a protest. Like, it sucks, but I don't know. We expect these things, and it's not a sign to stop doing it.
Right. Well, and in fact, we've gotten so much encouragement from the community, like different businesses or individuals bringing us treats for the staff. Some of the comments online were really terrible. But again, anyone that talked to us in person or made an effort to actually reach out to the staff personally, it was really supportive and really kind. And even from some surprising avenues, like our mayor, who last year declined to sign the proclamation to make June Pride Month in our town, this year basically told us to hang more Pride flags.
Yeah. He made a statement fully supporting us and having the Pride flag up and the queer community, and
Yeah, it was really good to see the reaction, and I've got a lot I could say about the police in town, but it's, it seemed like they took it seriously as well, and they offered us the use of their chaplain if we needed it.
It makes me laugh, but, like, I do appreciate the acknowledgement that this is a traumatic thing.
Yes.
Yes. Initially this incident was described as, like, criminal mischief, which just feels like downplaying the gravity of, like, obviously this is motivated by hatred of this community, and
so it was nice to see the police. There's probably more that we could say, but it was good. It was good to see them take it seriously and acknowledge that it was a serious thing that happened and not just kind of brush it off.
Yeah.
I don't know whether or not it can be prosecuted as a hate crime because it was not against an individual,
right,
but like symbol. Although there's some like nuance of like, oh, do you have anyone out on your staff? Which like, yes.
Yeah.
But none of us are like, hey, everybody, let me help you today. I'm the bi-librarian.
Yeah.
Right? Like, we're just functioning as, I should have said bi-brarian.
You should have said bi-brarian. That was a huge misstep.
God fucking damn it.
You know what? I think I read that it's they're using the term like biased intent, and I don't know if that has bearing in like court proceedings or not, but hopefully.
Yeah, we'll see. And there has been a resolution. Like someone has been arrested.
Yeah.
There was footage from the bank across the street from us of someone getting out of their vehicle and shooting at the library, and
cool.
footage from someone else in town of this person walking in front of their house that had a pride flag.
It's a clear-cut case.
Yeah, it's pretty, and now, they seem like an idiot, so.
Yes, they do. Can we get this person to read queer books and write book reports as penance? I wish. That would be great.
We did actually say to the city manager that very
That's
thing that
wanted.
should be their punishment, but
yeah, I guess
I don't think
that's
you
not
can
how
that's
not how our judicial system works, unfortunately.
We should be in charge.
We should be in charge, but then we'd have to stop being librarians, I guess.
No, we could do both.
Oh, okay.
Think of all the cozy mysteries where librarians solve crimes and also run their libraries efficiently.
Totally. Yeah. Do you have anything else you wanted to say about the incident?
There's a lot we could say about it.
Yeah.
It just really sucked.
Yeah.
And it also made me feel very supported by management, by most of the people in my life, by my coworkers.
And our community. Our staff room has been like full of treats since it happened. It's like, I feel like every day there's something else in there.
Yeah.
It's probably slowing down now, but you know.
Yeah, I am kind of expecting this week to be a little more intense again because Pride, like our Pride event, not the library hosting an event, but we're partnering with the town's Pride event to do story time and hand out book lists and that kind of thing. So I'm expecting either some backlash again from those same people that don't want us participating in that kind of thing, but also like people saying thank you for being here at Pride.
Increased support.
So,
yeah. Okay. Well, enough talking about our traumas. I need your help.
Okay. Tell me.
Yeah, so I'm in school. I forgot my summer class started because I'm really good at going to graduate school.
Yeah.
But I'm taking a class that you took.
That's right. Yeah, graphic novels.
And
what's it actually called?
Hell if I know.
Okay. That's the first step, I think.
Yeah. Finding out what the class. I don't think it matters what the class is called.
Okay. It's about graphic novels.
It's a teen graphic novels class.
Oh, is it specific teen?
It is teen specific. Okay. Was it when you took it? Okay, so this is why I want your help, because you are a teen librarian.
So true.
One of our assignments is to basically create a proposal for a teen program relating to graphic novels.
Oh, that's fun.
Which is super fun, and also if I come up with this, then this is a plan you could use sometime in the future if you wanted to. So, I was just hoping you could like brainstorm a little bit with me.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me pull up the assignment description. And this will give you listeners a little peek into, like, what library school is like. One little narrow slice of the pie of grad school.
What it's like is for getting your classes started, then...
It's not my fault.
Then, I've done that plenty of times.
Especially in the summer, this is a 1-credit class, so it starts at a different time. And they are terrible about, like, listing those dates in an accessible way.
Yes.
And I hate that. So, anyway...
Okay.
So, are you looking at it?
Yeah, I'm looking. Well, yes.
I can turn this towards you a little bit.
Okay,
so,
cool.
I'll just read the little description. So, it says, you're creating a program for teens in a public or school library in which you're promoting graphic novels. The obvious choice is a Comic-Con, and that's fine, but other options may interest you and your teen patrons as well. The steps below outline the details, but as always, okay, you don't care about that. That's just checking with your professor. So, you're you're creating a teen program. It should last an hour, include activities, crafts. We need to, like, list supplies, figure out what staffing needs, budget breakdown for, like, staff hours and consumables, like, literally describing what's the setup for this look like. You know, this is a true proposal, and then also include advertising for the program. So, like, a flyer, press release, like, social media posts, what the plan is for that.
Yes.
So this is a great assignment.
And
you do this stuff at work.
So first, let me tell you some, like, graphic novel adjacent things that we've done at the library before.
I love that.
We do have a graphic novel book club.
Yes.
It used to be, I think, 4th through 7th grade. Now we have one that's 3rd through 5th and one that's 6th through 8th.
Oh, okay.
That just started last week, and I was not able to be at the first one.
Oh, yeah. Are you supposed to be running that?
The middle school one,
oh,
yeah.
You are? Okay.
Yeah, so I had done all the prep and everything. I was just unable to be there that day.
Yeah. Okay, let's get back into this assignment.
So we have graphic novel book clubs. I previously have had book clubs for high school that were not focused on graphic novels, but I would do a graphic novel month. We would read a different genre every month, and we did a graphic novel a couple times. We've also done, we've had an artist in to kind of teach how to draw anime, which is, like, graphic novel adjacent.
That's something I was kind of thinking about.
Yeah.
Something that is, like, hands-on in creating.
Yeah. I feel like in the back of my mind, zines have been kind of, like, rumbling around in there for a while, and I feel like the zine graphic novel arena,
totally.
You could do a lot with that.
I like that idea.
So I feel like maybe with this assignment, you need more than just a book club.
I think that's the idea. I mean, a book club can be very interactive and
absolutely
hands-on. Like, it just depends how you do it. But it sounds more like this is like a larger one-off event.
You could do some kind of, like, fandom fest where it's a specific graphic novel series, like Amulet, or my personal favorite, The Lumberjanes.
I really need to read those.
Oh my god, you're gonna love them.
I know.
So, I mean, if that's the case, you would want to pick a series that, like, has wide appeal. Dogman.
I feel like maybe, because since this is a teens thing, not that teens can't read Dogman.
Right.
It is targeted towards a younger audience.
How is your teacher, because for us at the library, teens are, like right now during the summer, like 5th graders going into 6th grade through 12th graders who have just graduated.
I think that she's pretty open about that, but those kinds of stuff that we're reading is more targeted towards, like, high school teens to even young adults. Okay. A lot of the things are things that you would find in, like, adult or YA sections in the library. Could be in either.
So Heartstopper.
Totally.
Now that would be a good program, like a Heartstopper specific program.
Fun. Well, and Heartstopper started as a webcomic too, so that would be really fun for teens to, like, create a webcomic of their own, or, like, come up with a concept, maybe have someone there who has created one and can, like, give pointers and explain things, and then have the supplies to do that.
Well, and if you kind of roll the TV show in with the book series, you've got a lot more, like, the characters are developed a little bit more. I can't remember their one friend who's, like, reading all the time. Do you know who I'm talking about?
Isaac. So in the show, he's Isaac. In the webcomic or the graphic novels, it's Aled. They're kind of, Isaac replaced Aled, but they're kind of similar characters.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, there's so many, like, lists on the internet you can find of all the books he's reading throughout the series.
So you can have, like, a book display of his stuff that people can grab from, and that could open it up to people who are maybe not feeling passionate about, like, creating something of their own.
Yes.
So, like, that could be an option, but then also you can have different
But it's also kind of a gateway, because there are always those parents that are like, graphic novels aren't real books. Like, I want my kid reading real books. So having, suggested reading that includes real novels.
Right.
I think that might be helpful.
Could be a good thing.
Is this the idea we want to go with? Like, it just
Maybe.
seems like we're spitballing. This is your homework assignment. I'm graduated.
Sure, but now you're like my unofficial advisor.
Your mentor.
You're my mentor.
So much older and wiser than you.
So much older. So old.
So much wiser also.
Oh, right. Yeah, that too.
I mean, I do feel like there's a ton you can do with this. I think it just depends if you want your program to be a specific topic and, get the kids who are really into that fandom, or if you want to keep it really broad.
Right.
And do more like a Comic-Con cosplay, something that appeals to a wider audience.
Or more like technical activity-based, educational.
Right.
We're learning something and we're doing something.
Yes.
And we're like producing something of our own.
Well, that can pair with those other things as well. Like, that could be one of the aspects of your program is like, hey, Heartstopper, we're going to eat all the food that they ate in the series, but also this gentleman over here will teach you how to draw.
Right.
Like,
yeah. Yeah, if that's like what you're passionate about, then it's great. I mean, we did have, what's his name? The author of that one graphic novel come?
Yeah.
Mr. Wolf's class?
Yeah, Blabley?
What?
That doesn't sound real. Hold on.
No, are you thinking of Blaby? That's a different author.
I
think.
Oh, that's Bad Guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on. We'll cut this out. Aaron Niles Stanky.
Yes. And
Stanky.
He stanky.
We also had another artist come in last summer, too, who was, like, he had drawn on The Simpsons.
Oh,
and other things.
I forgot about that. So, and they both gave, like, kind of a lesson.
Yeah. Like, I followed along, and I was like, this is the only good thing I've drawn in my entire life.
Which can give a lot of confidence to kids who, like me, struggled to draw. I had artistic siblings and was like, I'm just not good at this, so I'll never try.
And it is hard when you're not immediately good at something to not be like, okay, well, obviously this isn't for me.
Right, but
back to your assignment.
Yeah.
I mean, we could just do this whole thing now. I'm not sure this is great podcast material.
I mean,
but what do you think?
We could do, let me just copy this really quick and we'll just put in a few little notes and then be done with it. We're not doing the whole assignment. That's crazy.
So do
you like this Heartstopper idea? I just feel like...
I mean, I like it.
Would you actually do that as a program at our library?
Probably. I would probably try to pair it with the release of the new season.
Oh, yeah.
Which actually I think is...
Look it up.
This year.
Which, I mean, we did a Percy Jackson party, which was wildly popular. I feel like this would not be that intense, but...
No, because Percy Jackson is a much larger audience.
And like a broad age range of readers, too, I think.
It looks like October it's going to come out. So that could be a nice fall program.
Okay, so activities, if we're doing a Heartstopper program, is creating a webcomic a terrible idea? Or just like a comic that could be a webcomic?
Yeah, I don't think a webcomic would necessarily work in this context because we just don't have enough
but like
devices for everyone.
Yeah.
But I think having...
Creating
like paper and art supplies,
okay.
Maybe some kind of structured, like, help them think of a plot and characters and that kind of thing. I do think the programs that I enjoy the most that are, like, fandom specific are the ones that have, like, just different stations that kids can kind of hop.
Yeah.
So not as much structured.
Yes. I like that idea, too.
But more, like... I'm going to go do this for a while. Go do this for a while.
Totally.
I will, like, logistically, if I was planning this program for the library right now, there are teens that I would reach out to and say,
like, what would you
want at this party?
Yeah.
You also know these same teens.
Yeah,
So you could get their perspective as well. And I think that would get you brownie points for the assignment because you're talking to real teens, seeing what they want.
I'm just going to write down to do. Talk to teens.
Talk to teens.
I do like having... Would you have a display or a table that had all those books that Isaac reads? And then we could have a book list printed out maybe also that teens can take. So if they want to read through everything that Isaac reads through, they can have it even if they don't get one of the books.
Yeah.
I mean, Elle is such an artist.
Yep.
There
you
could
have
be
collaging
an art corner or something. Oh, collage is fun because teens being moody.
Oh, yeah.
That's another way to do some visual art that doesn't... And also I feel that is kind of the vibe of Heartstopper with all the little... the motifs of the leaves
for sure.
and the flowers and
very
stuff.
Mosaic or collage.
It can,
we could also do book folding with discarded books. The one template I have is a heart, so that could work.
Perfect. Sometimes we do some kind of scavenger hunt.
Oh, yeah.
Which could be fun because you could do thematically related things like Charlie's a drummer. You have to find something in the nonfiction music related section.
That's a good idea. Rugby,
dogs, like Nellie. You could have we could have little cutouts of different things using the art. So there could be Nellie is there in the dog section of the library.
That's a really good idea.
Yeah. That could be fun. Great. That's a lot of...
I mean, what you have right here is more than an hour.
Yeah.
I think that's great.
How will you actually see the program through? This is really good. Give me your wisdom.
What?
Hound Ruth about it.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
And then we do it.
Okay. Cool. We've made so much progress. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. This is going to be so good for our listeners.
Some people might find it interesting to think about what goes into planning a program.
I mean, because it is a lot more than this.
A select few.
This is
the brainstorming.
Because what's going to happen, we're going to have to gather all the supplies, we're going to have to test all the crafts, we're going to have to, set up the room.
Yeah.
Actually create a budget.
Right.
It can be a lot.
This is just coming up with all the stuff we have to do, basically.
Yeah.
But that's helpful to me. Because I've never done this before.
So true.
I'm coming for your job.
Make sure to have cocaine at the program.
Do you really want to lose your work, bestie?
Do you?
No, you can get a different position. You can become our director.
No, I actively do not want to do that.
Director. No, it's fine. Yeah. I'm going to get a different job at our library. We'll talk about that another time.
Better library?
No, a different job at our library, I said.
Jeez. I was scared.
Stop.
Okay, I will say though, some libraries have multiple people in teen services.
Yes, our library has had multiple people in teen services.
So you could just, be my assistant or something.
Sure.
You would have to listen to me, though. I think we would need to work on it a little bit. I feel
if I became your assistant, your productivity would probably just stay the same. Or maybe even go down. The teen department would not be doing better.
We are good employees. If anyone from our library is listening to this, please stop. And also,
never listen to our podcast again.
Tattle on us.
Okay, let's move on.
Yeah, great idea.
What's our next segment, Ruth?
We're gonna do some exploration of the internet to find library controversies. Here's people from Texas tweeting about, Greg Abbott said if a book cannot be read out loud at a school board meeting in Texas, then there's no reason for Texas children in school to be able to read it. And then someone retweeted that and said, I'll add that those same books have no business being in the children's section of our public libraries. That's one we could get into. I don't know that we want to because...
Wait, what do they mean by can't be read at a...
He's retweeting a video of someone reading excerpts of books that I assume have maybe some cusses in them or some sexual content.
I would argue those books can and were read at that meeting, and it was fine, happened. Actually.
Well, and this person's replying, big difference between forcing people to listen to a book with vulgarity and allowing people to read a book with vulgarity.
Great fucking point.
Allow students, especially high school, to think freely and find books for themselves. What is vulgar for some is, for others, a story about their life experience. Shout out to at Higgs Bosson W. Good reply.
Any other?
Okay, here's a good one.
Okay.
There's a video of Meet the New York Police Department dance team.
What?
And then someone retweeted it and said, New York public libraries are no longer open on Sundays because of budget cuts. But hey, at least the cops get a fucking dance crew.
Wow, what outfits?
They do appear to be outfits of some sort.
Wow, those body rolls aren't offensive, but the books at the library are? Wow.
So, okay, here's one too. We're just gonna fall down the rabbit hole here. None of the adults in my social circle but me use public libraries regularly. Is it a universal thing? Or people generally don't use libraries? It's really sad because I feel like I even have some, like, very leftist friends.
Yeah.
Who don't utilize the library.
If you just think about, like, our population size and then the numbers of people we have who actually use the library, it feels like such a small fraction of the population when it's like so many people could be getting so much out of this, and the more people who use it, the more that shows how valuable and needed it is, the more it's well funded, and it's just the process keeps going. But
even just go get a library card.
Yeah.
And we're anomalies because we read a lot of books.
Sure.
If we bought every book that we read,
oh yikes.
Right? That's thousands and thousands of dollars. I have friends who would much prefer to buy the books they're reading because they're not reading that many books. Yeah. And I totally get that because I do buy a lot of books. It's nice to have your little trophy and, like, see the cover and feel it. And
I don't really do that, but yeah.
Yeah, like, I understand it.
We're all different.
I've actually moved a lot more towards, like, digital books recently, but I get it. Yes, like, loving books.
Yes, it's a thing.
Supporting authors. Go get your library card.
Just get it. And you don't even know, you have no idea all the shit you can get with your library card. We have cultural passes, like, you can go for free to things in your area. I just used one this weekend. A lot of libraries have this program where you can, like, check out passes for free to go to, like, cultural destinations, museums and parks. And yeah. Cool stuff. Like, the digital resources, we're not just talking about ebooks, we're talking about, like, well, for one, a lot of libraries have some kind of streaming platform that you can, often it's Canopy, that you can access for free with a library card. So it's like, yeah, all those streaming services are really adding up. Like, get this one for free. I don't know. Like, the other day, I can't remember if I did this for a school assignment or if I actually needed something. But I've helped a lot of patrons use Consumer Reports for free through our library. Like, you have access to their whole, like, database with your library card. There's some cool stuff.
Well, and the Chilton manuals are on there. Yes. If you're, like, a person who works on their own vehicle. Yeah. A lot of databases or, like, access to, like, Ancestry. Yeah.
Genealogical stuff.
And then
most public libraries have, like, a local history section, and that's just specific to the town that you live in, which is really cool because they're preserving that. When you want to learn about something so niche, you're not just going to go on Google and search your town's history. Like, yeah, you might find stuff, but, like, it's not curated for you. Well, it's not an expert giving it to you. Someone telling you, you know, we, like, know this is a valid true, source. Or, like, you know, it's not necessarily primary documents. I don't know. We could stand on our soapbox for a long time.
Okay, but think about how many people our age are really into board games.
Oh, yeah.
And to buy a new board game is, like, $60.
It's pricey.
So why not check out one of the... We have tons at the library.
So many.
Check one out. See if you like it before you buy it. That's kind of how I feel about books, too. Like, buy the book if you like it, but the amount of times I've bought a book and then immediately donated it somewhere.
Yeah.
Talking about you, Icebreaker.
Shade.
I was very disappointed in that book. But maybe this is a good segue because I believe there are no bad books.
Oh, perfect.
Do we have more controversies we want to talk about?
I feel like we'll get... Listen,
this
we can talk
ongoing
about
segment.
every time we can talk about controversies. We can move on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Icebreaker? Not for me. It was not for me.
Yeah.
It helped me realize that I'm at a point in my life where reading about college students having like torrid love affairs, that's just not the place I'm in my life anymore.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's a bad book.
No.
Because every reader their book, right? Like we talked about on our last episode, like there's a wide spectrum of humanity and a wide spectrum of books. And to expect every book to fit your thing is unreasonable. I think if you think that the only purpose to books is to learn something, then there's going to be a lot of books that you think are bad.
Yeah.
But books, one, you can learn from fiction, too. Like, in fact, a lot of people learn through fiction.
Define learning. Like, what does that mean to you?
Right.
It's a lot broader.
Like, you're not always going to be reading academic nonfiction.
Or even, like, literary fiction that might be studied in school.
I have learned a lot about other cultures and people who are different from me by learning books written by those people about those characters who are facing things that real people face as well.
Totally.
My example of no bad books is often the Selection series by Kira Cass. I love those books.
Yeah.
I have so much fun when I read those books. They are filling a function for me. They are entertaining me. They're, like, no one nominated those for a Pulitzer. Like, they're not...
Yeah.
You're not gonna learn...
Yeah.
Anything necessarily.
Everyone shits on romance. And, like, it's a genre that relies heavily on tropes. They're often predictable. But, like... Do you find value in watching a romantic comedy? Like, it's the same for reading those books, and they add value to our lives. They build our empathy. They, like you said, you read about characters who are from a different culture than you, and you get that insight, or even just people who are different from you. You know?
And that's not to say that, like, every genre, every kind of book is valuable to every person. Like, okay, think about Twilight. That's not, like, for me, that was fun. That was entertainment.
Yeah.
I think there are young people who read that book and go, that's the kind of relationship I want now. And that's not healthy.
No.
But that doesn't mean the book is bad. Like, context matters.
Right.
And that's what, like, talking to your children about what they're reading.
It's
and
hilarious, for one thing.
the Twilight books?
Hilarious. Yeah. I have to admit, though, that I haven't read most of Twilight, but I have a distinct memory of sitting on the floor in the teen area of our library and, like, reading through, probably trying to find the most salacious bits in Twilight, because I don't even know if I asked if I was allowed to read it or not, but I was just like, oh, this book, like, has a reputation. Yeah. My mom's gonna, like, have questions about it. But I was also like,
I do have
a
distinct memory of, like, it being in my house while I was reading it and my brother picking it up and then starting to read it out loud.
Oh, no.
And just being, shout out to you, Paul, that was you.
Oh,
like,
he would.
The morbidity of, like, oh my god. Because it was like the line where Edward is like, you're exactly my brand of heroin. And, like, I barely even knew what heroin was at that point in my life.
Yeah. Well, okay. Before we get too deep into
Twilight, let's resurface here for a minute.
Do you have a wrap up for There's No Such Thing as a Bad Book?
I mean, I think just if you read a book and you think that book is garbage, nobody should ever read that book, you're wrong.
You're wrong.
Like, there's always someone that's going to benefit from the book. And benefiting can look like anything. It can just be like, this book made me happy for 3 hours.
Yeah.
Anyway, no bad books.
Far from it. Cool. Ruth, You read anything good lately?
I am reading 2 books currently.
Only 2?
Well, it's technically 3, but one I've kind of set aside for the time being. It's a little denser, and I'm sure I'll talk about it when I've finished it.
Okay.
My audiobook, Misery by Stephen King.
I have never read a Stephen
King love
King
him.
book.
I don't know what it is. Every time I read his books, I'm like, this dude's got a weird brain.
Yeah.
And, you know, I do not think he's for everyone, like we've just talked about, but he has written some of the craziest horror.
Yeah.
I mean, just think of how many of his books have now become classics or like became movies or TV shows or whatever. So Misery, do you know the plot of Misery at all? So it's the main character is a best-selling author who gets in a car crash and a woman saves him. He's now in this woman's home. She's his number 1 fan.
Uh-oh.
And he has just written the final book in this romance series that he writes.
Okay.
About this woman named Misery. And he kills her off in the last book. So his number 1 fan, Annie Wilkes, is like, that's not okay.
Uh-oh.
And at this point, she's gotten him addicted to pain pills. His legs are, like, jacked up. He's just discovered that she's murdered a lot of people. So he's, like, he's writing a new Misery book.
To appease her, to save his own life.
Yes, but he's, like, isolated. He doesn't know how to escape.
Wow.
It's really interesting, and the, like, context of Stephen King writing this was kind of symbolic for his cocaine addiction. And he was going to release it under his pen name, Richard Bachman, which he released quite a few books under. But somebody, like, leaked that it was him. I just have such a soft spot for Stephen King. I don't even know why. Anyway, so that's my audiobook.
Great.
The physical book I'm reading is called Chosen Ones by Veronica Roth, who was the author of Divergent, that series.
Oh, yeah.
So this is one of her adult novels, and it's basically, you know, the trope of, like, there's a big bad evil guy, and then there's, like, a chosen teenager who, like, defeats them.
Right.
This is the Chosen Ones 10 years later after they've defeated the big bad evil guy.
And they're, like, working corporate jobs.
No, because their lives are fucked. Like, like, some of them, like, thrive on their social media and, like, are now influencers. The main character, basically, you know, she's engaged to one of the other Chosen Ones, but she is really, really messed up. So it's, like, their lives now, and things start happening again.
Interesting. And, like, having to come back together.
They haven't
picked up the pieces from the first time.
Exactly,
around,
yeah. And that they're adults now, and, like, seeing the ways that the adults in their lives kind of tricked them or made them do unsafe things when they were a teenager, and trying to, like, reconcile all of that.
Now I want to read all of these. Because this is a super cool concept.
Yeah, I'm about halfway through. Well, maybe less than that. And they've just introduced this new element that I'm really, like, I'm not sure what they're going to do with it. And I'm excited about it.
I love a book that's, like, an after happily ever after concept. Like, I just always,
What are you reading, April?
I feel like we should talk about how I read Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda for the first time in my life, even though I watched the movie, which is not as good.
Barely ever is.
I know. But sometimes a movie...
We should talk about sometime movies that we liked more than the book.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure there are some.
I have a few, like, off the bat. Yeah.
I loved it. It kind of made me feel like reading a book as a teenager, like getting swept up into a story. Like, I just wanted to keep reading it. And that doesn't happen to me very often anymore. Like, I enjoy reading a lot and I do it a lot, but I probably, the majority, not the vast majority, but I listen more than I physically read a book. Too. And I, like, physically read that book and was like, I was in it. So,
I loved that book when I read it.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think it was one of the first, like, queer YA books that I read.
Yeah.
And then, like...
It's kind of a good first one, I think, for someone else. And for queer people and straight people, like, I think it can be relatable to anyone and also give an outsider kind of perspective. I don't know, yeah. That book felt very tender to me.
Yeah, it's came out in 2015.
Oh, okay.
I just looked it up. And just, like, there are so many, like, I feel like what we had up until around that point was so many, like, harsh coming out stories of, like all the Pulp Fiction novels in the 50s where, like, you come out, you're disowned. You're disowned, you're dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
But this was, like, the first one that I read that was just almost completely happy.
Yeah.
Like, of course, there's some conflict.
There's the nuance of that, which I think is really helpful for people to understand that, like, sometimes a positive coming out can still be this, like, difficult thing.
Yeah.
And all those feelings about that. Because we tend to think in black and white about a lot of things, including that issue, I think, that, yeah. Either it's bad or it's good. And it's like, no,
there's so much in between.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm also, because I'm taking the graphic novels class, reading a bunch of graphic novels. Mm-hmm. This week I read, I'm almost done with the first installment of Ta-Nehisi Coates' Black Panther.
Yeah, I read that for that class too. Yeah. Really good.
It's super good. Actually, that has great queer representation too. Yeah. So it's a win-win. Great. Well, thanks for delving into
coming...
Yeah.
Into the library
and processing our traumas. Hardly.
Yeah, feel free to, like, Venmo us if you want to help our therapy bills or...
We have to say some certain things.
Oh, okay.
Now that we have things established.
Okay.
So we have thank yous.
For... Thank you to...
Thank you to Louis Zong for the music.
Thank you.
For our podcast. Our theme song, it's called Curly. You can check out his music like anywhere. And thank you again to we're not thanking Wesley every episode, but since we're doing more thank yous this episode, we'll say thanks, Wesley, for the name of our podcast.
Thanks, Wesley.
Thank you to my sister Lauren, who is going to do the cover art but hasn't yet. But I'm sure it'll be great and we're gonna love it. And
thank you to Jacob, because I love you.
Oh, okay. Are we doing that?
Well, you had more people to thank.
Okay. Well, they gave us something for a podcast.
Jacob has given me love and support.
Jacob has allowed you to leave the house.
Oh my god.
Sorry, that went too far. Also, we have an email, and you should email us at us, and it's intothelibrarypod@gmail.com.
Questions,
comments, advice,
like book recs.
Please don't say your sound quality was just as bad the second episode as the first episode, because, like, if it is, I'll already know and have cried about it. Yeah, but all the things Ruth said.
I mean,
and then we'll talk about it, right?
Yes, as long as it is worth talking about. So send us an email, but make it worth it.
Worth it. Intothelibrarypod@gmail.com. And that's it. See you in the library.